In the quiet depths of my soul, you were the first to truly understand me, to see the layers that others had overlooked. And in that moment, I felt seen for the very first time. You saw me in a way no one else had. The hidden parts, the shadows, the light. I felt like you uncovered all of me with love and understanding. You weren't just a mirror reflecting my surface. You gazed deeper and found the essence of who I truly am. And in that, you gave me the courage to fully embrace my own truth. For so long, I hid pieces of myself, thinking no one would understand. But then you came, and without words, you saw the parts of me I had long forgotten. When I felt lost in the chaos of the world, you were the one who stood still, seeing me clearly and reminding me of my worth. You were the first to truly see me. Through your eyes, I saw my worth for the first time. You were the angel who brought clarity to the parts of myself I had kept hidden for so long. You didn't just look at me, you truly saw me. Every imperfection, every flaw, and every beautiful piece that made me who I am. For the first time, I felt understood. In your gaze, I found my home. You were the first to witness the depths of my soul and made me feel seen, heard, and valued beyond words. You were the angel sent to remind me that I am not invisible. In your presence, I found the courage to let go of the walls I built and be truly myself. You saw through all the facades I wore, the walls I built to protect myself. You saw the raw, unpolished version of me and loved me in ways I never thought possible. For the first time in my life, someone looked at me and saw beyond my exterior, beyond the masks I had worn, and loved the real me. That was when I knew you were my angel. You were the first to see the vulnerable parts of me, the parts I had kept hidden out of fear. And in your acceptance, I learned to embrace every inch of myself. When I was afraid of being seen, you were the one who stepped in with grace and love, reminding me that every part of me is worthy of being noticed. In a world full of judgment, you were the one who looked at me and saw my soul, not just my actions. You saw the essence of who I am. You looked past the masks I wore, through the layers of fear, and into the heart of who I am. And in that gaze, I finally felt the peace of being truly understood. There's something powerful about being seen for who you truly are. In your eyes, I saw the love that I had never allowed myself to believe I deserved. In your presence, I felt as though I could finally exhale. You saw all of me, not just the parts I showed the world, and in that I felt safe to be myself. I had spent so much time trying to hide my imperfections, but you were the angel who looked at me and embraced them. In your gaze, I saw acceptance and love. You didn't just see my face, you saw my heart, my soul, the parts of me that had long been hidden, and that is where true connection begins. In your eyes, I saw my own reflection, not just in the mirror, but in the deepest parts of my being. You were the first to truly see me, and that changed everything. For so long, I kept parts of myself locked away, afraid of being too much or too little. But you were the one who unlocked the doors and showed me that I am enough as I am. To be truly seen is a gift. You were the angel who saw me, the real me, and in your acceptance, I discovered a love I had never known. When you looked at me, you didn't just see what was on the surface. You saw the scars, the stories, the hidden corners of my soul. And in your gaze, I found healing. You were the first to see the parts of me I had kept hidden. And in doing so, you gave me the gift of unconditional love. That was when I knew I was truly seen. In your presence, I felt a peace that I had never known before. You saw me as I am, without judgment or fear, and that was all I ever needed. You were the first person to see through all the noise, the layers I built up to protect myself. And you loved me for all the things I had never been able to love about myself. In your eyes, I saw the reflection of my soul, pure, unfiltered, and loved. You were the first to truly see me for who I am. You saw beyond the surface, beyond the persona I tried to project. You saw my soul, and that made all the difference. For so long, I felt invisible. But when you looked at me, truly looked at me, I felt like I was finally seen in the way I had always craved. You looked at me with eyes that didn't judge, but understood. You saw all the broken pieces and loved me anyway. In that, I found my healing. The moment you saw me, all of me, was the moment I stopped hiding. Your gaze made me realize that my truth is beautiful just as it is. There's something sacred about being truly seen. You saw me without expectation, without trying to change me. In that, I discovered my own power. In your presence, I didn't need to be anyone else. You saw all of me, the good, the bad, and the beautiful, and you loved me in ways I never thought possible. I had spent so much of my life running from who I was, but you were the one who stood still, looking into the depths of my soul, and in your gaze I found peace. To be seen is to be loved. You were the angel who showed me that even my hidden parts are worthy of love, and that truth transformed me. For the first time, someone saw me as I truly am, not through the lens of judgment, but through the eyes of love and understanding. I had never known what it meant to truly be seen until you came into my life. Your acceptance gave me the courage to let go of my fears and embrace all that I am. You looked beyond the outer shell and into my soul, and for the first time, I felt like someone truly understood me. You were the first person who didn't just hear my words, but saw the truth in my silence. In your gaze, I found everything I had been longing for. When I thought I was alone, when I thought no one would ever understand me, you came along and saw me, not as a reflection of your expectations, but as the real me. You were the one who saw past the walls I built, the one who could see the true depth of my soul. And in that I found acceptance and love. For so long, I kept my real self hidden, afraid of being misunderstood. But you were the angel who saw through the layers and loved me for exactly who I am. You didn't just see me for what I showed the world. You saw me for who I truly am, and in that you gave me the strength to be myself. In your eyes, I saw a love that was not conditional or fleeting. You saw me as I am, and in that moment, I felt truly loved. You were the first to see my wounds and not turn away. Your love helped me heal, and in that, I found the courage to be fully me. You saw me when I couldn't see myself. Your gaze was the first to show me that even my darkest moments were worthy of love. In your eyes, I found a reflection of myself that I had never known before. You were the angel who taught me to see my worth. You saw the parts of me that I kept hidden, and you loved them too. In that, I realized that I am worthy of love, even in my most vulnerable state. There's nothing more beautiful than being seen for who you truly are. You saw me, and in that I saw the possibility of loving myself fully. You saw me in a way no one ever had before. You saw the parts I kept hidden, and you loved them all the same. In your gaze, I found peace. You saw me, the real me, and in that I was able to embrace my own truth. You were the angel who helped me see the beauty in all of me, not just the parts I liked, but the parts I once tried to hide. Through your eyes, I saw my own strength, my own beauty, and for the first time, I felt truly seen, truly loved. You didn't just look at me, you saw me, and in your seeing, I found the courage to be everything I am meant to be. For the first time, someone saw beyond the surface. You saw into my soul, and in that I found a love that changed everything. You saw me, not through the lens of judgment, but with the eyes of love. And in that gaze, I found a connection that changed my life. In your presence, I realized that to be seen is to be loved. You saw me, all of me, and that transformed the way I see myself. When I was lost in the world, you were the one who looked past the chaos and saw the quiet truth of who I am. You were the first to see me without fear or expectation, and in that, you gave me the courage to step into my own light. In your gaze, I found the safety to be myself. You saw all of me, and in that, I finally saw the love I had been searching for all along.